All right, so this is my first time actually saying the full story in public, and I'm very excited to let you guys know. Basically, how it started was I was doing YouTube, and then I started earning a little bit of money from YouTube, and then I hopped on TikTok to promote my YouTube channel. But then TikTok took a full turn on me, and I was just interested in TikTok, because I uploaded the video on YouTube, it gets 100, 200 views, but on TikTok it just blows up in millions. So I really got into TikTok because of the views. Everyone likes views. Everyone likes, of course, the algorithm. So I just stick to TikTok for a long time, and then I started getting promotions from a few brands that I actually reached out to. So my first ever promotion I got was from a store called Bloza, and I had like 25K followers. I did that promotion completely for free. They sent me a package, and I did the video, and the guy really liked it. It was my first ever promotion, and I did whatever I could to make sure the guy and the company is happy. So it turned out amazing. The next promotion I got was for a brand that, it was for a facial brand. And when I got the opportunity, I was like, yeah, sure, I will do it. And he told me it's going to be commission. It's like, for sure. I had no problems. I just want to make money, you know what I mean? So when he told me that, he sent me the product and stuff like that. I posted 3 videos, and all of those videos blew up in the UAE. And right after that, I was known as the Mr. Jawline guy for some reason. So after that, I blew up, and got really famous to the point that the brand actually paid me over like 1 to 2K. And I got curious. I was like, wait, if the brand is paying me 1 to 2K, how much did he make,
Yeah,
How much did he generate? Just like Andrew Tate said, like if I saw someone with a Lamborghini, I thought to myself, how does he have it and I don't have it?
yeah,
So I had the same mindset. I was like, wait, if he's actually paying me this much, how much did he actually make? So he revealed it to me. He said, if I paid you 800, I actually made 8K. If I paid you 1,000, I made 10K. So it just goes like per 1,000, I give you like 10% of the whole commission. So 100 dirham. And I was like, this is so sick. I want to learn. So I got into a mentorship, and I went for like 2 weeks. Then I stopped it because it wasn't proper mentorship. And, right after that, I started my own journey through YouTube and 6 months of full research and all of that stuff. Then I started building websites because I knew how to work on Shopify. So I started building websites. And then there was one time when I had like a brand that reached out to me for a website, which was like a brand that was close by to my house, you know. So that's one way I was getting clients. And then I built a brand for those people. They paid me 1K, spent 300 on stupid shit because of course when you're young, you spend your money. And then I had the other 700, and I was like, I had the Shopify store that was called Will Wish Shop for 3 months, and I didn't do anything to it. I was just paying the fees for Shopify, which was 110 dirhams, and I wasn't doing anything. And then that was the time when it clicked in my head. I was like, I've already like taken 6 months into dropshipping, and I know how to build a business. I know the A and B. So why am I not getting started? So I had 700. I reached out to a few suppliers for Sunset Lamp because I saw Sunset Lamp was blowing up. So I reached out to a few brands, Shopify, and AliExpress, to a few of the suppliers. And one of them told me it's gonna be 700 for 30 pieces. And I was like, you know what, I have the 700, I'm just gonna straight up spend it on the Sunset Lamp. So I get the 30 pieces in like 8 to 10 days. And now I'm curious, how am I gonna advertise this product? I know I'm famous, but it's gonna be really hard for me and my viewers to actually buy it from me because unless you don't have a proper branding about yourself, it's gonna be really hard selling it.
yeah,
I did 1 or 2 videos, it didn't really do that good, but then I found out an influencer, Emirati influencer, and I knew like if he actually promotes this sunset lamp, it's gonna blow up. I just had that feeling. It was Thursday night. The guy received the product on the same night of the Friday. He posts a video on Snapchat with the link to my store with his discount code. And the same night, I get 50 sales. So I run out of stock, and I got 20 extra orders. And the next day, I wake up to another 30 sales. And it just the whole day keeps like ching, ching, ching. That was the happiest day of my
yeah.
entire life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I was like, this is crazy. Why did I get started earlier and this and that? But I got the money back, invested it, got the money back, invested it back, and Alhamdulillah, that's what I've been doing for the past like 2 years, investing into the businesses, building brands, and alhamdulillah, got a huge company for influencers and all of that stuff for my companies. And yeah, it worked out perfectly, alhamdulillah. So it started with YouTube, but alhamdulillah, God had a better plan for me, and I stick to it. I had sabr and patience, and I did what I could, which is literally work hard and actually do what I'm supposed to do, stay consistent and stay on that grind. And eventually it paid off. And now I have my own mentorship and I have my own course. And the reason why I have that is because I feel like there was no one else actually giving this opportunity to teenagers here in the UAE except me, because other people who does it is not public. They keep it private. And I actually loved the fact that I could have students and I could teach them and I could, you know, somehow make their dreams come true, which as a teenager, one of my dreams was to actually make money online, which was through YouTube. But, that dream almost died in me because of the YouTube and the way it worked out and all of that stuff. But yeah, later down the road, I started Hustlers Ecom, I started my own mentorship, and alhamdulillah, we have over like 150 students. It's going pretty good, alhamdulillah. We're growing on a pretty fast phase, and yeah, I'm very happy and excited to see what's next, inshallah. And yeah, that's my story.
That's amazing, bro.
Thank you.
So you started 2 years ago when you were 17.
Yep.
You're 19 now.
Yeah.
And so your first product was a sunset lamp.
Sunset lamp. Yeah, I actually have it in my car. I wish I could bring it, but
Bro, I think I have some sunset lamps. Like when I was starting off the podcast, I got two. Like just trying to see like if I can make like some cool background.
yeah.
But yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah, man. So have you done like any more products since that, or was that
100%. So right after that product, the sunset lamp, we had another product which actually did crazy numbers. Crazy, I mean crazy. We had a diffuser, which most of you guys have seen. It was a diffuser and it had RGB colors on top, and it just used smoke outside of the diffuser. So it was one of the sickest diffusers. Diffuser wasn't even like as famous like 1.5 years ago, but now it's very saturated. So now it doesn't really work out with diffusers anymore. There's volcano diffuser, aroma diffuser. They don't really work out. That time, that diffuser was very simple and straight to the point. You literally add fragrance to the diffuser, close the head, and it literally does wonders. Like it makes the whole room smell good and all of that stuff. We actually did pretty good on that. We almost made like around 300k dirhams in sales. And
Mashallah.
alhamdulillah, all of my stores, I make sure I have over 50% profit margin, which is what my students are doing as well. And we do it in a very smart way, in which I'm going to explain it for the people who actually watch this podcast so they can get the value. We add the product cost, the delivery cost, and the advertisement cost, and we double it. For example, if a product is costing me, let's just say this iPhone, the product, it costs me 50 dirhams to get it, all right? And for each sale, CPA, like how much I have to spend to get one sale, it's 25 dirhams. So 50 plus 25. And then for the delivery and fulfillment, another 25.
Yeah.
So in total, 100. So how much would I sell this iPhone for? I would sell it for 200. Why? Because I know exactly what are my maximum costs, and then I would literally multiply that by 2, and then I would find the perfect product cost for my brand, and that's how I actually keep over 50% of the profit margin. There are other ways to do it, which is upselling the product on another product. For example, selling an iPhone and then selling a top case on top of it. That's one of the sickest way to do it. We were selling diffusers, and we were selling the small smelling bottles with it. The perfumes.
Yeah.
And it did crazy. It was just like, because you're not paying for the
Yeah,
smelling.
it's like McDonald's. You order a burger, like you want fries with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just an upsell.
Yeah.
An
It's like
upsell.
it's no brainer. Oh yeah, of course I need fries with that.
100%, bro. It was
Yeah.
an upsell and it did pretty amazing.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the story, my bro.
Nice, bro.
Yeah.
So what was like the biggest challenge like for you while you were on your drop shipping journey?
To be honest, at the start, the hardest part was finding a proper mentorship, because like I would be honest, even if I was just starting up, even if I spent 3 to 4 months on dropshipping, I don't know if I would get the way that the dropshipping works in the UAE. Because there's very specific companies that I work with, specific suppliers here in Dubai that I have, and all of those wouldn't have come to me if I didn't put the whole 6 months, which I told you guys about. So the starting is almost always the hardest. Starting, Second thing is, of course, the calculations of the profit and the loss and expenses. Because what I did was something that almost every dropshipper does is they mix their income with their daily expenses. So you almost, you don't keep a track of things properly. You're losing money at that point, you know.
Mhm.
You can't keep up, two things in one thing. Like you can't have a personal expense with your business expense. So that's why I have like currently separate card for my personal expenses, and I give myself a budget to spend in a monthly base. If I need extra, of course, I take extra, but I try my best to not spend more than the budget that I have. And then I have my business expenses, which of course I keep separate. And business could be literally like half a mil, 100K, whatever it is. I don't mind it. Business expense can take anything from me, and I would gladly spend it because whenever I get any money coming to my bank, from dropshipping, e-commerce, or anything else, what I do is I actually divide it into four pieces. So the first thing would be, of course, the saving. The second thing would be the investment into, for example, I want to save for a real estate. I save up slowly. That's what they say. Slowly, it will add up to a lot of things. So you gotta start somewhere. Then the investment, the saving, and then I would have the expenses, and then I would have the business. So I keep everything as a track, and that's one of the best ways to do it because if you don't have a track of the amount you're spending and all of that stuff, you're gonna lose your way. You're not gonna make actual profit. So that's one of the biggest key lessons that I've learned through my journey.